some footage of Super Nintendo World, as you can see here. This is another tour through the theme park. This is the Japanese one, but they look pretty much identical. And one thing I was talking about earlier with somebody was that it, now that they have all these, I call them spoilers, spoiler videos online, and they really are teasers. They want to get you excited to go in person, but there's so much content out there that shows every angle of the park, every food item you can eat, every twist, every turn, every ride, every item you can buy at the store, all the prices. It kind of spoils the experience for you, or even going into the park. And I still really want to go. I mean, if anything, these videos make me want to go even more, to see this stuff in person and to actually touch it and to hear it and to see it and to be able to control, the decisions I make myself rather than see it through the eyes of others. I mean, that's really the difference between watching things on TV and actually living them, is being able to experiencing them with your own senses. So this video is actually a first person experience of the Yoshi ride I was talking about in the last stream. So this is pretty cool. It's like you get in this cart, you're riding on the back of Yoshi, like Mario did in the games, like in Super Mario World. It's all multicolored Yoshis, and this is the best way to get the lay of the land touring through the park. So right now, this guy is we're first person viewing his experience on the back of a blue Yoshi. And this is basically the vantage point you see of the entire park, which is amazing. I mean, it gives a great angle of Peach's castle, the coin blocks, just all these different elements throughout the park as you can ride around. You even see Harry Potter's castle in the back left, if you see back there. And this looks like a really cool ride. It's slow moving, so you can just enjoy the ambiance of the park, and it just seems like a really chill, relaxing experience, to really just kind of soak in all of the elements of the park. In the privacy of your own car. Because when you're down in the pit, like look at all those people walking up and down the stairs. There's just a lot of motion and activity going on when you're on the ground level. But this way, when you're in this Yoshi car, you just kind of have a private ride and escape through the crowds and being able to enjoy it at a slow pace, which I think is something that's very appealing. I would definitely go on this ride if I were to visit, just to be able to see all the different elements. And, this footage is incredible. I mean, this is all 4K video content, so it really makes me feel like I'm at the park right now. I'm actually experiencing this ride and seeing all these animatronic elements as you go through. There's a Yoshi egg, which is really cool. This would be really, really fun. I mean, I still am a huge Mario fan, but back in the day, oh man, 1996 was really the year I got into Mario, when Super Mario 64 came out, and I got to play that for the first time. Because I was definitely more of a Sega Genesis guy growing up. So when Nintendo 64 came out, it really took the focus away from Sonic and put it on Mario for me and all these different elements. So there's Baby Mario on the backs of Yoshi. That's really cool. And then you got the Shy Guys flying up there. So this is a really cool ride. I like this one. I think this is a better ride than the Mario Kart one. It just seems more in tune to the pace of the park that they're trying to go for, which is really cool. Or maybe it's just my pace, a nice slow pace, uh, to enjoy all the elements. So yeah, this is a really cool Yoshi adventure ride. I just want to show the clip of that. And also some of the food, man. Like that's another thing watching this content is it's really cool to see all the different food items. That's something that, you can't fully experience watching these videos on YouTube, is what the food tastes like and what that's going to experience. Now, I've heard stories that it took 3 hours for some people to get in, actually just get a table at this restaurant, the Toadstool Cafe. So this is the Japanese menu. This is Japanese restaurant. So here's some of the items. You have like a tiramisu question mark box. It's like a melon cake, Super Mario burger that has like a hat on it and a mustache. It's like a Yoshi pasta with a Yoshi egg. There's a mushroom pizza bowl. So you dig into the mushroom, and there's like pizza. There's cheese inside, and it's like a deep dish pizza bowl kind of thing. And then there's the Yoshi salad that has like it. The design is look like those. Can't remember the name of them, but those plant guys, that plant things that come out of the pipes. That's what the salad looks like. So, there's some of the food. There's the pizza thing. The Super Kinoko Pizza Bowl gives the prices and everything. So, yeah, I mean, that's what's wild is there's so many of these videos on YouTube. So many of these influencers are flocking to the park and eating this food. And it's just wild to just have so much content available. It makes you really, it makes me at least really feel like I've already been there and experienced this. But I never know what it tastes like. Yeah, that's him going into the pizza bowl. I never liked watching food videos of like people eating food, but for some reason this stuff, I think just because it's like Mario themed food, it's cool to watch. Let's see. There's that salad. Let's see what else. Close up on these dudes eating. I don't want to see these guys eating. Oh, this is cool. This is a lemon soda. It's a Toad lemon soda, like a lemon slushy. Yoshi spaghetti spinach carbonara. That looks pretty good. I mean, the only thing about it that's Mario themed is the Yoshi egg on the top. I mean, other than that, it's just like regular spinach. But I really want to see. There we go. The Mario burger. This looks really cool. In the American version, so this is the Japanese version, but I've seen footage of the American version where they actually have like a stamp of a mustache in the front. So it actually has a mustache on it and a hat. So this is the bacon cheeseburger, the Mario bacon cheeseburger. That looks pretty cool. I'd probably get that, but the thing about eating all that stuff, like if I went to the park just to eat, I'd probably be so slowed down. I'd want to eat everything. Look at this tiramisu box with a star on it. That looks really cool. The Mario the Question coin box star. Um, yeah, I definitely want to eat so many different things. I'd spend a fortune on the food. I'd probably spend more on the food than anything else, and then I just make myself sick and need to go home. So I'd probably do this last. I'd do all the things I wanted to do in the park and then just eat all this food and then go home and pass out. That's how I would do the park. Let's see what else we got. Oh, this is cool. So there's this place. Let's fast forward. Schwab's Pharmacy. And then they have these pancake sandwiches, Mario and Luigi pancake sandwiches with matching sodas. They got the Princess Peach soda, the Mario, the strawberry soda, and the Luigi's green apple soda. And then you can get these two pancake sandwiches, a Mario cap strawberry shortcake and a Luigi cap grape. It's grape and yet it's green, no bake cheesecake. That looks awesome. I would definitely get one of those. I mean, you spend all this money and time maxing out at Toad's Cafe, and then you got to get these pancake things at a different location on your way out. Yeah, this is so much food, so much good stuff, man. Wow, that looks awesome.
Who's cap? Here we go.
Let's see what this guy thinks.
Mmm.
That guy didn't take a big enough bite.
Sweet strawberries.
Yeah,
I
of
love
course it's
that.
sweet strawberries. It's freaking strawberry cake. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. So that's the footage I'm going to show from Super Nintendo World. Getting hyped. Definitely would love to visit either the one. Now we got the infinite mirror effect. Whoa, the mirrors. I'd find a better shot to pause it on than this in the future. But for now, this will work. Definitely want to go to either the American location or the Japanese location in the future. So let's do a little bit of E3 tour. So this is really cool. Somebody actually, this is VHS footage of E3 from 1996. E3 is the Entertainment Expo, which took place in Los Angeles. And this is where all the latest technology, all the video games, all the new systems, all the latest video gaming technology would debut to American audiences. And it usually took place in the summer. I think this is in June 1996 when this video was shot. This was the American audience's introduction to the Nintendo 64 for the first time. They had demo stations where people can play. And these are some of the early versions of these games. So a lot of these people were playing unfinished N64 games, some of them that were still in their beta forms, to give people kind of a feel of what the systems would look like. There's Mario Kart, as you can see, that's more of a beta version, with as the blocks are different colors, and that's a non-finished Mario Kart 64 right there. And this was very popular gaming expo. I remember hearing about this in Nintendo Power Magazine. I used to have a subscription to Nintendo Power Magazine, and just hearing all the new releases that would be announced in the magazine from the writers going to this show, this trade show, this convention of E3. And so this was always the flagship, entertainment expo, video game expo of its day. Now I think CES in Las Vegas in January. I mean, that was going on back then too, but that's probably more of the flagship event nowadays. But yeah, 1996 was when this video was shot, and it's just a really cool footage that I found on YouTube of somebody actually being able to capture in documentary footage of what that experience was like going through E3 1996 when all of these amazing new, like Virtual Boy, they were demo. Virtual Boy had been out already at this point, but they were, still showcasing a lot of this stuff. This is a 30-minute clip, so let's fast forward. Let's see what else we got. So this looks like the demo of Nintendo 64 here. People going to different terminals playing it. They had a lot of practice terminals walking around the convention. There's Cruisin' USA. I was playing that the other week. So that's the audience's first look at Cruisin' USA on Nintendo 64. That's pretty cool. There's Mario 64, audience first look of what that game was like. That was definitely the talk of the town because Microsoft had a section. They were really big. This is before the Xbox came out, so they were really big into PC gaming and for releases there. Konami had a section. Microsoft also ported to different consoles. N64 right there. It's a giant N64 hanging over the crowd. Williams. They were demoing, so that's Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Oh no, that's Mortal Kombat Trilogy that they're demoing right there. That's pretty cool. Let's see what else we got. Defender. They had a OG Defender from Williams there. Sonic Extreme. Now, Nintendo 1996 was a pivotal year for the video game industry because Sega Saturn came out in 1994. That was not doing well. Sega Saturn was dying. Here's Sega Saturn. They were demoing the NetLink. They were looking to get into online gaming within the console, but that failed terribly. And it really wasn't until Dreamcast that started to become more popular, and that didn't even really work very well with Dreamcast. I think Xbox was the first system with Xbox Live that successfully did online gaming on a console very well. I had the PlayStation 2 LAN adapter to play SOCOM U.S. Navy SEALs, but that there weren't many games that used the Ethernet adapter for that. Okay, you see a Windows 95 startup screen in the background for Road Rash Electronic Arts, demoing all the new PC games that were going on. Because, you have to understand that back then there was a time like PC gaming was you could get better graphics on the PC than any console, depending on how you maxed out your PC settings. And that's still true today, but that's just interesting to look back and think like, yeah, there's a lot of cutting edge graphics for Nintendo 64, but then there was also really high res stuff for the PC that was coming out as well. Kind of rambling. I don't know what I was trying to say there. Let's see what else we got. Oh, cool. Quake. They got a Quake section right there. Quake is an amazing game. They actually have an arcade port of Quake that you can play at Galloping Ghost Arcade. That's really neat. They use a trackball to play the game at the arcade in the arcade version. But Quake is an amazing first-person shooter. The same guy who designed Doom, Chris Carmack, designed Quake, and this is just one of the best first-person shooters of all time, and still stands the test of time today. Great PC game. That game actually had a really good online play when it came out, especially for the LAN. That game really used great LAN technology. You got Star Fox up there because they're promoting Star Fox 64. You got Link from Zelda up there promoting Legend of Zelda for Nintendo 64. Virtua Fighter 3 That was the new release for the Sega Saturn that had come out that year, 1996. So that was their, flagship title that they were demoing on the Saturn. Saturn was really dying. It was dead in the water pretty much when it came out. Sega had a tendency of releasing new systems like a year too early and didn't have the titles to back them up, and that led to their downfall because Saturn came out in 94 and then Dreamcast in 99. But once PlayStation 2 came out in 2000 and then Xbox in 2001, it was game over. They were done, and Sega never recovered in the console market. So, what else? I was looking for more N64 stuff if they have it. Looks like the N64 stuff was more at the beginning. Sega. Oh, I think I saw some Super Mario 64 at the end. They got Killer Instinct Gold, which I also have. I was thinking about doing a stream of that. That is a really cool fighting game. It's a very fast-paced fighting game. Glass Corpse, Cruising USA. This looks to be the demo for N64. This shaky camera. Oh, so they were calling it Mario Kart R instead of Mario Kart 64. Sonic R Racing. The Sonic Racer was called Sonic R. So I wonder if they were doing that to compare with Sonic. Cool. Yeah, I've always wanted to go. Would have loved to have gone to E3 in 1996. But it's neat this footage exists because it kind of makes me feel like I was there in spirit. But that would have been awesome to be able to go. But now we have the basement arcade, so we can do it there. Yeah, still no comments in the chat. If anyone's watching, feel free to drop a comment. Love to hear what you think so far and keep things going. Well, since no one's commenting and I don't know if anybody's actually watching this live, I'm going to end on a very funny note with one of my favorite prank calls. One soundboard I've not featured yet is Jack Nicholson. Now, Jack Nicholson has a very underrated soundboard and some hilarious clips spanning his many years as a fine actor in Hollywood. And he has gotten himself into some pickles with commercial businesses and random callers. So I'm going to end this stream with Jack Nicholson soundboard. Here we go.
Hello.
What's your name?
Sally. Who's this?
Colonel Nathan R. Jessup, Commanding Officer, Marine Ground Forces, Guantanamo Bay, Cuba.
Okay. How can I help you?
You ever served in an infantry unit?
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Ever served in a forward area?
I don't know who this is.
Colonel Nathan R. Jessup, Commanding Officer, Marine Ground Forces, Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. Are we clear?
Yeah, we're clear.
Are we clear?
Yes, we are clear. I understand who you are, but
That's
I do not
right.
know you. Who are you?
You want answers?
Yeah, you call me, and I have no idea what you want.
You can't handle the truth!
Who is this?
Colonel Nathan R. Jessup, Commanding Officer, Marine Ground Forces, Guantanamo Bay, Cuba.
I'm not even going to... I don't want to talk anymore about this.
You have that luxury.
I have that luxury.
I have neither the time nor the inclination to explain myself.
Neither do I!
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is ridiculous.
Are we clear?
We're clear.
Are we clear?
I thought we were clear.
That's right. I'm a fair guy, but this heat is making me absolutely crazy.
I can't deal with this. I'm calling the cops.
Person was really fooled. Oh my god, that was just perfect timing with everything. And they didn't get they didn't oh, they're playing another one. Yep. They didn't understand that they definitely recognized Jack Nicholson's voice on the phone. For sure. I mean, come on. It's so identifiable. And that was such a famous soundbite too. You can't handle the truth. What was the name of that? Was it Officer? No, not Officer and a Gentleman. What the hell was the name of that movie that he says that you can't handle the truth? Where Tom Cruise is the lawyer. Man, what the hell's the name of the movie? Is it Officer and a Gentleman? No, I thought it was something else. Oh man. I'll never know. But yeah, it was very recognizable, that voice. And good to end. Good to end on. A Few Good Men. Thank you. Thank you. I knew it was an officer and a gentleman. I think that was Robert Redford. Man, just don't know. I'm not connecting the dots tonight. But yeah, Few Good Men. Definitely would have recognized that from that I guess when somebody's yelling you on the phone, they're like, "What the hell's going on?" Uh, Thank you for watching this stream tonight.